Testing microphone 1 2. Testing microphone 1 2. Testing microphone 1 2. Testing microphone 1 2. Good morning, everybody. How's it going today? Biff back with you again. Let's see. Test this out again. Let's get a hat on. Let's get a hat on. There, that's better. See, the stream looks pretty good. I'm testing this new thing out. It's not new, it's just I'm trying to refine the system. So it seems like whenever I stream, so my base canvas resolution is 3440 by 1440 because I want to play the game on my 1440 monitor. Well, whenever I change the output scaled resolution, it scales it down to 720, and I don't want 720 because then, like, the game that I'm going to play again is Fields of Fire by VASSAL. That game is text heavy, and it's hard to read the text at 720p. So I changed it to my canvas resolution is 1440, my scaled resolution is 1440, and then I'll see what Twitch does. If I have to, I'll change everything back to 1080p. But I don't want to have to do that because VASSAL, those things that I'm using in VASSAL, the charts and stuff like that, they take up a lot of room. I want to have them all out on the screen so everybody can see it. So it's not a win-win. I'll tell you that. Not a win-win. Okay, today's Friday. I'm checking, first of all, I'm checking my, is there any deal? And I don't see anything in here that I'm interested in. As some of you who watch me know, I've scaled back on my wish list quite a bit. And yeah, I don't see anything here that I want to get. I've got like 21 items now on my wish list. So, and I'm okay with that. I think I was watching this YouTube video, yeah, last night. Close those tabs to the right. The Board Games Chronicle is doing a series on Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition. I've been watching some of that. You know, I was thinking about I'm supposed to be getting my Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition this coming week. You know, I thought about maybe doing a unboxing, but a couple things. I'd like to keep it in the shrink wrap if I can, because I can play it on VASSAL. So why take it out of the shrink wrap and I don't necessarily have the space to lay it all out on a table or tables in order to play it. So that's one thing. So in that regard, there's no need for me to do it. And then in the next regard, there's also no need for me to do it because right now there's probably a half a dozen. I think these glasses are coming unscrewed here. I'll have to take a look at those. The screws coming out, even though these are like, excuse me, ooh, even though these are like $3, 3 pair for $20 at Costco reading glasses. They're still really good reading glasses, but I don't know if they have a screw in them actually. So the second reason for me just to leave it in the shrink wrap is that right now on YouTube, there's probably 6 different unboxing videos. And it's like, I'm going to be like, trying to recreate the wheel or something. It's like, I'm not going to do as good a job as these other people that do it for a living. And so, I don't know. I've got other games that are unpunched, not shrink wrapped, that I could kind of do like a faux unboxing of. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to recreate the wheel by doing an unboxing for one thing. If I was going to make an impact, if I got it early, like a month ago, GMT sent out the first copies back in February, I think, of this version of the game, then yeah. But I'm not going to recreate the wheel. I can play it on VASSAL. I don't need to unbox it and take all the counters out and punch everything out and everything. I don't need to do that. I don't need to go out and buy, new counter trays. And I think the game says that there's like, let me see, because I don't want to misspeak here and make it seem like it's more than what it is. Okay, go. Okay, here's the deluxe edition. 1,056 unit counters and markers. 3 terrain decks with 55 cards each. That's 165 cards. 1 set of 11 Heartbreak Ridge cards. 1 action deck of 55 cards. So 165, we're up to 220 cards. 6 player aids, 1 command display, 1 air assault display, 1 helicopter control display, 2 company log sheets, 1 Field of Fire series rulebook, 5 mission books, 2 field manuals. I would point you to YouTube and use the search term Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition unboxing and watch one of the half a dozen videos. And then imagine I'm here in front of you unboxing it. Now, what we could do is this, if you want, is I could have the box here in front of me. Maybe this is what we'll do. I'll have the box here in front of me, and then I'll put up a YouTube video of somebody unboxing it, and we can all ooh and ah, ooh, oh, ooh. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that because it's just there's no point in it. And I should have bought two, one for myself and one for the possibility that in 6 months to a year, the game could be double the price. If these embargoes, I don't know where GMT has their games manufactured, but if they're manufactured in China, then these games could be double the price in a year. Let's see this one here. Let's take a look. Could be in Taiwan, I guess. Their creative and design teams are located around the world. They primarily use Chinese manufacturers for production, particularly mentioning Panda game manufacturing as a potential source. And so, unfortunately for board gamers, and I am a board gamer at heart because that's what I originally started out as, and maybe I will play some board games on stream at some point, but unfortunately for board gamers, these tariffs on China, one manufacturer was saying you could see board game prices going up 60% because of the tariffs. So it's going to hurt the consumer. It's initially and probably in the long term, it's going to hurt the consumer because you get these. This is what happens. You get tariffs on these products. Manufacturers raise their prices. The people shipping raise their prices. The distributors raise their prices. The retailers raise their prices. And then the tariffs drop off. But do the prices ever go back down to where they were? No, they don't. So ultimately, it's going to be the consumer, the little people, that are going to feel the effect of it, probably for years to come. So, okay, let me real quick do something that I need to do. And that is, I need to blow my nose. So I'm going to turn my mic off. But you can't hear my obnoxious nose blowing. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Don't need the headphones on anymore, I don't think. So I'm going to pass on those for the time being. So we looked at, is there any deal? So let's go to Steam. Let's look at my queue in Steam. Let me do this real quick, maybe. Came from here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's go to here. So now I don't know why it's not capturing the whole window. I mean, that's how I have it set up when I do VASSAL. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's good. Oh, desktop capture. I was doing window capture. Okay, well, this will work. I think. Let's see. Let's come down here. We're going to look at our exploration queue. Lunar Remastered Collection. Dive into the enchanting worlds of Lunar, Silver Star story complete in Lunar 2. Alex and Heroes quests and challenge missions. Not really my cup of tea. Pax Augusta. Pax Augusta is probably the most authentic ancient city building simulation. Build flourishing cities and look after your citizens. Earn gold with production and trade of goods and build impressive monuments. Strengthen your influence and become a Roman emperor. Says it's very positive, 88 of 72. It's $20. Who's it done by? Roger Gassman. Okay, it just came out. What? April 17th. Okay, a couple days ago. Let's look at the update history. No updates. Interesting. What do people say about it? 11 curators have reviewed the product. Wish listed. Oh. Who's this? Oh, wish listed. Most followed Jonesy reviews, Steel Cathedrals, Cuppa, Strategy Gems. Well, let's see. One developer. This is what happens with one developer. The rest of the world take notice. This is what happens with one developer. For one person working and learning the incredibly difficult job of game development, this is an absolute gem. Pax Augusta is a city builder, plain and simple. No armies to command, no enemies to show up and wreck your beautiful city. No stress, just you, your imagination, and an entire library of historically authentic Roman architecture to scratch even the deepest city builder itch. A little rough around the edges, hard to get the flow, but once you figure it out, it's this very pleasing mix of city building Rome and Imperator Rome. Okay, well, I think maybe I'll put that on my wish list. Next in queue. Mandragora, Whispers of the Witch Tree. Now, I don't play any games with the word witch in them. Thank you. Neighbors, Suburban Warfare. Take the fight to your pesky neighbors in a mayhem-filled, team-based online co-op battle. That's a mouthful. Team-based online co-op battle. Assemble a team of iconic residents, attack your rival's home with crazy items, and deploy devious traps to defend your own. Whose house will survive to rule the neighborhood? Interesting concept. I could see this. This is probably going to be a console game, or has been a console game. Interesting concept. I'm going to follow it. I follow it. Sounds interesting. Portal Fantasy. Sunset Motel. Ready for the transformation of neglected rooms? Ensure customer satisfaction, renovate interiors, design entertainment spaces. Manage your motel in your own style and provide travelers with unforgettable experiences. Okay. Oof. Gotta put fires out, car fires out. Interesting. All right. Okay. I don't think so. Phantom Breaker, Battlegrounds Ultimate. Block Fortress 2. Choose a planet, build your fortress, and prepare for war. Arm yourself with powerful weapons, deploy troops, and defend your stronghold against relentless attacks. In this action-packed block builder, survival is earned, and only the strongest will remain. Probably not. I won't ignore it, but probably not. Wisdom Academy. Build and manage your Wizard Academy as headmaster. No, not into that either. Bionic Bay. A scientist uses a unique teleportation instrument to escape an ancient biomechanical world filled with imaginative technology, deadly traps, and hidden secrets. Drive Rally. Lab Rat. A metrics-obsessed AI will monitor, profile, and entertain you as you progress through over 100 genre-bending puzzles in this delightfully satirical adventure. Probably not. That's my discovery queue on Steam. What's up on the front page here on Steam? Humankind. I got this for free on Epic Games. Armored Brigade, not for $40. See, I heard some reviews on this. And I heard it was not a complete remake of Armored Brigade 1, but enough to maybe not warrant the $40 price tag. So, Rivals, no. Anno, got it. Spellforce 3, Last Epoch, Tombs of the Erased, Civ 7, no, don't have it. Cataclysmo, Lords of the Fallen version 2.0, Out of the Park Baseball. I bought Out of the Park Baseball 25. And that was $10 at Christmas time. Hey, what is up, Sirloin? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming in. Just going through my just went through my discovery queue for today on Steam just to see what's going up. And then I'm up here kind of browsing through here. I got to Civ 7, Lords of the Fallen. Oh yeah. Out of the Park Baseball, it's fun. I like playing the games. I don't know if I'd like necessarily managing and stuff like that, but I got Out of the Park Baseball 25, last year's version, because it was on sale on Steam at Christmas time for $10, and I'm like, yeah, sure. Soul Fantasy Warfare and Repo. What's over here? And none of that's really my cup of tea. None of that's really, you know. So I think I'm done there for now. So Steam is, I still have Steam open. I'm probably going to close it. It's going to probably close Steam. No, I don't want to quit the Steam Deck. No, I didn't want to do that. Open it up again. I don't want to do that. I want to exit the Steam kernel. And then I want to start up again my Stream Deck. Thank you. Okay, we got that up. We got this up. Let's see what else do we have up. We have this. I'll probably close. Okay. So probably close this. Probably close YouTube. Leave this open. Open that. And that, and we just bounce back and forth between the two. Okay. Bounce back and forth between the two. All right, so we're back into VASSAL. I don't know how this is going to be, I don't know how it's going to be uploaded to Twitch, but I'm playing the game on a 1440 monitor, and that's what I have the resolution at, because I'm gonna switch these around actually, because I want to have everything up here. I want to have all this up here so that everybody can see what I don't want to have to like go back, open this up again. I got these zoomed in so you can actually see maybe the counters and stuff. But this is the program I'm using is called VASSAL, VASSAL. It's a free, you go to vassalengine.org. It's a program written in Java. And so what it allows you to do is it allows you to create what are called mods, game mods, where you can basically import digital components for board games. This is a game called Fields of Fire. It's a World War II tactical squad level infantry combat. This is infantry. There are expansions that bring in vehicles, tanks, helicopters, airplanes, other assets. But this is a program, VASSAL, that you can scan in these cards. You can scan them into create digital copies of them and create what this is called is a module, create a module where you can play this game on a computer. Now this is only the game and the game components. There's no AI. And so you basically play the game. You have the rules. I have the rules because I bought the game. I'm going to have it delivered next week. It's going to be coming, UPS or United Postal Service or something like that. Sometime next week. I've got a couple of emails from the shipper. Could be delayed a little bit, maybe a few days because of the weather, because we have snow here today. But so I own the game, and so what they say is, if you own this game, then you can play this, use this module to play the game on your computer. And so I own the game, I bought it. So now I'm playing through some of the introductory tutorial stuff so I can kind of learn the game. But I like I was saying earlier, I don't plan on opening up the box. I'll have it here. I can show it to you. You guys can see I own it. I'll show you a copy of my receipt if you want to see. But yeah, I don't plan on opening the box because I just want to keep it in the shrink wrap. I have several games like that where I haven't opened them yet. They are more valuable in the shrink wrap, and I figure since I can play the game here, then why open up the box? You can go to YouTube, and there are several videos of unboxing of the Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition if you want to see an unboxing. But I don't think I'm going to do one. But anyway, so this is VASSAL. This is the module. I guess I should go in here at some point. I'll go in here at some point and do this. So yeah, if you have board games, VASSAL was originally created and named VASL. There is a squad level World War II tactical combat game called Advanced Squad Leader. It's a board game, war game. Advanced Squad Leader. And I was showing people the rule book. This is your basic Advanced Squad Leader rule book. Go up here. This is your basic Advanced Squad Leader 3-ring binder rule book. So this is a board game. There are many. This is a. This is infantry and basic game rules right here. Of which there are like, what was I saying yesterday? 30 pages, 40 pages of, I mean, there's rules for everything. There are rules for, let's even go through the phases. So there's a certain number of phases in the game. The basic sequence of play, there's the rally phase where you rally your troops. There's a prep fire phase where you can fire initially at the enemy. Movement phase, a defensive fire phase where then the non-phasing player, the defender, can fire at your units that are moving. There's the advancing fire phase, the rout phase, the advance phase, and close combat phase. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I was right yesterday when I said there was 8. I didn't look at this. I haven't played in years. But so anyways, VASSAL was originally called VASSAL, VASL, for Virtual Advanced Squad Leader. And so you can actually do that still. You can download VASSAL, VASL. You can download whatever modules you want. I think pretty much now all scenarios are set up in modules. And so, yeah, you can download modules. I still actually have a paperclip in here, one of these. Yeah, there's rules for target determination, setting up a fire group. So if you have a unit in adjacent hexes, you can set up a fire group so that those two units can fire simultaneously. There's encirclement, there's rules on berserk units, defensive fire principles, defensive first fire. Your units have to be facing the right direction to fire. Moving within a location, which this also Fields of Fire has that. I mean, there's just lots and lots and lots of rules. Rules on snipers, rules on berserk, prisoners, captured equipment, demolition charges, flamethrowers and Molotov cocktails. And so eventually this encompasses German, English, Russian, American, Japanese, Chinese, French, Italian. I believe, I don't know if French. There might be French units in the game. But yeah, so this is Advanced Squad Leader. This is from 20 something years ago. More than that. This is from I haven't played Advanced Squad Leader in probably 30 years. I might mess around with it a little bit again on VASSAL. But yeah, that's what VASSAL is. It's a program where you can basically, it's designed not specifically for, well, it was designed specifically for Advanced Squad Leader, but then other people started creating other modules in it, and yeah, just started doing other stuff with it. So I don't know what was that screen that was just up here. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go here. So anyways, this is Fields of Fire. This is a pretty much card based, because you have terrain cards and then you have the action deck. There's a lot of charts. There's a pretty extensive sequence of play, and there are counters. Like these would normally be made out of cardboard if you're playing a board game, and you can pick them up, move them around. Lots of things you can do with them. But what we are doing is we are playing this. This is turn. This is excuse me. This is turn 2 of this training scenario, basically. So I've gone through the first 2 trainings, like they call them courses. And this is turn 2 of the last course, I believe it is, which is the assault course. So we are right here, right now, and we are on turn 2. And so what we do is we follow the sequence of play right here. So there is no friendly higher HQ event phase because that's not part of this course. But normally, after starting on turn 2 of a scenario, there would be a friendly higher HQ event phase where you may have an event happen. You lose, battalion headquarters loses communication with company headquarters, and you have to spend orders to try to restore communications, those types of things. So we're going to jump down again. We start with the friendly command phase activation segment in the company HQ impulse. So as I said, there's no battalion impulse. We're in the company HQ impulse. So the company HQ activates the first platoon headquarters from off the map. And so here's the first platoon headquarters. I don't know if I did this part already. I think I might have done some stuff already with this. So we're going to add 7 commands. Let me see. We're on card number 23. Did I order 1 LMG to move forward? Let's see. think this was the end of... No, I haven't done this yet. Okay. So we have 7 commands available. The first command is to move this LMG forward. To what? He was saying to support, move forward. That would be forward, would be here. And, oh no, this is the mortar team. What am I doing? Getting old, can't see. Okay, so now whenever a unit moves, it gets a exposed marker, which is a -2. It's basically a debuff for combat. So then when combat fire comes into this area, this open field, it will be a -2 on top of the -3 incoming mortar fire. Now, I don't know why he would have wanted to do that. Line of sight is still blocked by the incoming marker on this card, but it will lift later in the turn. So this is a good spot to move to and provide covering fire for the battered units in column 3. But you could get more fire coming in to this area with this mortar here. So I don't know why he wanted us to move our machine gun in here when this is under mortar fire, basically. So we'll see. Maybe that's more rules I need to learn about. So incoming mortar fire blocks line of sight out of the area. So basically this card now does not have line of sight to any of the adjacent cards or to this card here. Normally this card would be able to see through the field into these woods, but it can't because of the incoming mortar fire, and so line of sight is blocked. So this is a good spot to move and provide covering fire for the battered units in column 3. Okay. There is a chance that the German light machine gun will shift fire and target this card instead. So instead of a normal move to adjacent card order, we give an attempt to infiltrate to adjacent card order. Okay. So this actually hasn't happened yet. We'll take that exposed marker off there. He's just in the instruction. Oh, gosh, man, what am I doing? So let's recap. I haven't really done anything yet. I'm gonna have to explain it all over again anyways. Apparently we drew a card. We got additional orders over here. So the first platoon was on 4 orders, and now they're on 7 orders. We have to flip it. So this is the first platoon headquarters, which is right here, and they are giving orders to our units. All of these units started in this area, this staging area, and the first platoon headquarters had been giving them orders to move out. The first move was to move these squads, squad 1, squad 2, squad 3, into these areas. This is called an echelon, I think it's called, formation, where you don't just like rush up one side or the other or up through the middle. You spread out your troops and move them forward to try to cover all the areas. So he is ordering the first light machine gun to move forward. The line of sight is still blocked by the incoming marker on this card, but it will lift later in the turn. So this is a good spot to move to and provide covering fire for the battered units in column 3 and the battered unit here in my house trying to do this stream. With microphone over here, this screen on and not this screen, and me trying to show you guys that big heavy binder with all the rules for advanced squad leader in it. There's a chance that the German light machine gun will shift fire. So this German machine gun here, which is under this, you got this German machine gun. It's inside a foxhole, and it's not spotted. It is currently firing. This is primary direction of fire. It's currently firing into the open fields. Now, in the enemy activity phase, it may decide to shift fire over here. We won't know until we get to the enemy activity phase. There's a chance that the German light machine gun will shift fire and target the open fields card in the middle instead. So instead of a normal move to adjacent card order, so let's bring that up. Command. Movement commands, movement actions. Okay. You can see here, one of the actions that we can do is move to an adjacent card. It costs 1 order. It's automatic. You don't have to draw cards. You don't have to draw any action cards to do it. It's just automatic. Any good order unit not marked as exposed. So once a unit moves and it's marked as exposed, it cannot move again in that impulse. This move to adjacent card, move the unit to an adjacent card and mark it as exposed. If there's a cover marker on that card, you may place the unit under that cover marker. You can move your whole platoon for 2 actions or 2 orders. You can attempt to infiltrate an adjacent card. So that's what we're going to try to do. We give an attempt to infiltrate to adjacent card order. This is possible because the card immediately ahead is under a volume of fire incoming marker. You see here, there's the volume of fire marker. The volume of fire on this hex is mortar -3, multiple bursts of mortar shells falling. So that's the only time you can attempt to do an infiltrate, I believe. We'll see. So either the origin card or the intended destination card must have a volume of fire marker on it in order to use this action. Draw action cards and check for the infiltrate icon. If it is present, then the attempt succeeds. So we're going to find out how to do that over here. Infiltrate actions can only be carried out when moving to or from cards with a volume of fire marker on them. Let's see. Here's another volume of fire marker. So we could move somebody in here and try to use infiltrate, because this is, or one of these, if they're not pinned, could try to move out using infiltrate because there's a volume of fire marker on there. If successful, the light machine gun team will be able to move unexposed. That's good. We draw 2 action cards for the attempt and look for the infiltrate icon. We get number 50 and number 26. I'm going to close this right now. So I'm drawing these cards. You can draw specific cards, so you can go through here and just to keep up with the, we're going to draw number 50. We draw 2 cards, draw number 50. There's no infiltrate icon. You're looking inside this green box here for what looks like a group of 3 soldiers that are kind of sneaking around. That's not on there. I think the next card they said is 26. Yeah. So the reason I'm doing this, I'm drawing the specific cards for the scenario, is just to keep up with what the guy's doing, and I can see what they're doing and try to keep, see what's on the card and all that. So there is the infiltrate icon right there. So apparently what has happened now is that the machine gun is moved up here, but it does not get an exposed marker. It doesn't get the -2 exposed. And so it doesn't get another. So see, the cover on this marker is 0. you can see over here, these are combat results. So right now, if this was a -3 and we were drawing for this card, it would be a hit. Because it has 0 cover and -3 on the volume of fire marker. So that would be a hit. If it was under a exposed marker, it would be a -5. The worst you can get is a -4. So this is almost as bad, a -3, but a another card that we draw, the -3 might be a pin, and the -4 might be a hit. And so the pin result would be better than the hit result. So that's why that's important. So that's one order. Come over here. We take this, we move it down to number 6. We have 6 orders left. We draw 2 action cards for the infiltrate attempt and look for the infiltrate icon. We get number 50 and number 26. Number 26 has the infiltrate icon. So first light machine gun moves forward and we do not place an exposed marker on them. They do not open fire yet as there is no line of sight to the orchard with the German unit. So it'd be nice if there was like no line of sight. It doesn't show it on here, does it? No. It'd be nice if this is for mortar. This is for incoming mortar fire. So it'd be nice if there was on here like a little indicator, no LOS, like no line of, you don't have any line of sight out of this hex. But you have to remember, that's why this is different from a computer game. And this, when you're playing a board game, you gotta remember the rules. So, all right, so we're good on that. We're good on that. There's no, normally if there was line of sight, the machine gun would move into this hex and they would immediately open fire on whatever enemies they can see. That's how the game works. They just immediately open fire. And the other thing I was going to say, when you're drawing cards, if it says draw 4 cards and you get a result on the first card, you draw the additional 3 cards, even though you got the result you were looking for on the first card. You draw all 4 cards because that keeps the deck shuffle going properly and keeps the mix of cards going properly. So that's how the game wants you to do it. So 2 commands are spent to make a platoon move. First platoon HQ and all first platoon units on the same card who are in communication, not pinned, not in different cover areas to the first platoon are included. The first platoon commander shouts, "Follow me!" And they all move out. First platoon HQ, first anti-tank bazooka team, and the mortar forward observer all move to the front left open fields and all are marked exposed. Okay, we're gonna move. So coming up here with this guy, we're moving here. He's marked exposed. Now the reason the first squad of first platoon is not marked exposed because they moved last turn, and at the end of every turn you remove the exposed markers. So I guess they are figured to be so I'm going to bring that one. Okay. I wonder if I can do this here. No. These are fire missions. This counter is just a reminder that this mortar forward observer is calling in our mortar artillery from off the map. And so he's got 2 fire missions. He can call it in twice. And probably so these are marked exposed also. So they're all exposed. Probably what, let's see, I think this potential contact marker is resolved. Probably what the platoon HQ is going to want to do is they're going to want to get everybody up to this card. Because from this card, you can see across. This green border blocks line of sight past the card next to it. You can see, you'll always have line of sight into adjacent cards. But like from this card here, it's got the green border here. And this one has the green border. You can't see into these woods. You can see from this woods into this woods, but not from this woods into this woods. But if he gets the mortar forward observer up here, then the forward observer would be able to see through this open fields over to this orchard card. And as long as they can spot the machine gun, they'd be able to call in mortar fire on the machine gun. So we are looking at a platoon move. So we moved the machine gun. Well, the first platoon HQ ordered the machine gun to move here, but then the first platoon HQ ordered the rest of the platoon to move with him to these open fields. So this move by the machine gun cost 1 order, and then this move to move the rest of the whole platoon costs 2 orders. So we're going to come over here and drop this down to 4. You can see that right here. Move a platoon to an adjacent card. And that is also auto, happens automatically. You don't have to draw any action cards to do that. 2 commands are spent to make a platoon move. In this way, 2 commands have been spent to move 3 units. The platoon move is a useful way to move lots of units quickly. Be careful of sending too many units at once into danger, though. One minefield or an artillery hit can potentially take out a whole platoon at once. That would be bad. That's what we're trying to do here. Finally, 1st Platoon HQ orders 1-1 squad to move straight forward into the orchard ahead, then saves 3 commands. So now that the 1st Platoon HQ is up here, he's going to order this squad to move up here. And this squad, again, is going to be exposed. And then we're going to have over here in the potential contact evaluation segment. In the potential contact evaluation segment, we're going to evaluate this contact right here. So this squad moved up here last turn. We did resolve this, that there was no contact. This one had contact, which was the incoming mortars. This one these all had potential contact A on them. This open fields on this side here had potential contact A, and they were had made enemy contact with this machine gun. This one, there was no contact, but this is just kind of me. Maybe not. When the potential contact for this one was resolved, it said remove the potential contact marker. When this one was resolved, remove the potential contact marker. When this one resolved, it didn't say remove the potential contact marker. I'm gonna shorten that now to the PC marker. Remove the PC marker. It didn't say that. So I'm like, okay, is there a reason why we did it with the other ones, but not with this one? So I left it on there, but so now I'm assuming you take it off. Once the potential contact has been resolved, you take it off. Because it's not going to happen where, I mean, you could maybe have a house rule that says once if a unit stays in there, you leave that on there until at least one more unit comes in or something, and then you resolve it again. I don't know. But anyways, so we move that ahead, and we're going to save. So you can save orders for the future. So we're going to save the first platoon's orders. We're going to flip it over to activation completed. And then we're going to come down here to company, staff, and first sergeant initiative. Now we're in the this should have been up here for this. The company HQ impulse activated the first platoon. So platoon headquarters was activated. We made all these moves. Now we're going to come down here to the initiative segment. This was the activation segment. Now we're in the initiative segment. Company HQ initiative impulse. Company HQ's already been activated. If not activated, you would draw an action card to see how many initiative commands. Same thing with platoon. Platoon's already been activated. Company staff. There is no company staff on the board. There's no CO or XO, and there's no first sergeant. So now we're down to the general initiative impulse. So basically what you do here is you draw a card. So normally when the company is activating a platoon, the platoon draws a card to see how many orders it gets. That's the orders in the helmet here. In the general impulse, you can draw an action card, and then these are the numbers of orders that you get in the general impulse. If, however, there is only a single platoon in the mission, then you cut this number in half. You save 3 commands. We're in the initiative segment. We draw an action card. It's number 15. Number 15. Scroll down through the action cards. Scroll down through the action cards today. We're scrolling. Number 15's what we're looking for. There it is. Bingo. Number 3. Oh, great. So it is, if there's a single platoon in the mission, which is, we have a single platoon. I don't know why I'm having a hard time talking. We have a single platoon in the mission. So what you do is you have the number of orders, you divide the number by 2, rounded down. So we still only get 1 order. So let's see how the writer of this mission wants to spend this order. Indicates 3 commands for initiative. Half rounded down makes 1 again. We use the command have 1-1 squad attempt to spot the German light machine gun team. Okay, so we're going from here. This squad is like, man, there's a machine gun team over there. We gotta find it, man. It's laying down really heavy fire. This group over here was actually 3rd squad. So right here you've got 1st squad of 1st platoon. You got 2nd squad of 1st platoon. This was 3rd squad of 1st platoon. They got hit heavy by machine gun fire, and it actually what's the word I'm looking for? It degraded the whole squad into, now we have one part of the squad is a litter team. They're looking for casualties. One part of the squad is paralyzed with fear, and one part of the squad has become a fire team. So yeah, the whole squad is basically devastated. You can reconstitute. I think don't think you need an initiative on that. You can reconstitute. So, but we're not going to get into that right now. We're going to get into that. We're looking for a use command to have one squad attempt to spot the German light machine gun team. Okay, we're going to do that. First, we check to see. That we actually have line of sight to the orchard where the German team is located. Units can see up to 3 cards away, very long range, so long as terrain, poor light, smoke, or incoming markers do not restrict the line of sight. Around each terrain card is a border which is either white or dark green. This indicates the ability to see through the card, as well as having an effect on combat in some cases. If both sides of the card... I'll bring it up here. If both sides of the card we want to see through are white, line of sight is not blocked, and that is the case here. So what we've got is, well, I'll just show it over here, same thing. So this orange arrow indicates line of sight. Did I expose those guys? Yeah, I did, okay. So line of sight is this orange arrow. This side is green. This side of this card is green. But the sides of this card here, both sides are white. So they can see from here through to the orchard on this side where the light machine gun is. There is line of sight. If both sides of the card we want to see through are white, line of sight is not blocked. And that is the case here. Section 5 covers terrain and line of sight borders in detail. For now, just remember that we can see through the white borders of the open fields. A number of factors affect spotting attempts. We start with a base of 2 cards, so that means we get to draw 2 cards, and apply all of the modifiers on the spotting attempt draws modifiers chart. If the result is less than 1, we draw 1 card. The spotting attempt draws modifiers chart. Spotting attempt modifiers. Spotting attempt draws modifiers chart. Alrighty then. Can we scooch this up this way a little bit? Okay, so these are different. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 different potential modifiers. Oh no, we have 13. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The spotting recipient is their combat level, green, veteran, or on a higher elevation. They are not green, they're not veteran, so there's no modifier there. They are line. All the units in this are line or regular units. 3 or more cover value. No, this one has a... I'm not sure if you use both. It'll tell us when we go back. I'm just trying to figure this out for ourselves. I'm not sure if you use the terrain cover up here. As you add it to both of these, so it'd be +2. But is it 3 or more cover value? No. Is it 0 cover value? No. So these are the number of cards that you would draw. None here, none here. Is it undercover? Yes. So that brings us down to 1 card that we would draw. Is it a sniper or forward observer? No. Veteran? No. Green? No. Oh, this is spotting recipient. That's this guy. target. Okay, no. So right now we're only at -1. On the same card as the spotter? No. Exposed? No. A unit with a VOF rating of A? Yes. So over here, this is the VOF rating, volume of fire. So this determines what kind of marker goes into the target area that it's shooting at. And this is A for automatic weapons. This is range for long range. So it is a VOF rating of A. So it's under. So we have 2 cards. That's the base draw. Undercover, -1. So 1 card. Exposed, or VOF rating of A, +1. So we're back up to 2 cards. So let's see if that's right. Yeah, undercover and unit with a VOF rating of A. We nailed it. Okay. The following modifiers apply in this case. Target is undercover, -1. Target is a unit with a VOF volume of fire rating of A, +1, for a total of 2 cards. We draw and look for a crosshairs icon. It's cards 5 and 20. We already know what the result's going to be because this gave us this answer. Oh, okay, we're going to draw card 5. We're drawing card 5. We're looking for 5. 5 comes after 4. We're drawing card 5. It's at the very bottom. Here's card 5. Oh, that's what we're looking for, I believe. Yep. We draw and we look for a crosshairs icon. It's cards 5 and 20. 5 shows the crosshairs, a successful spotting attempt. But we also have to draw card 20. Why? Because you draw the number of cards that are indicated in the rules. If the game says draw 20 cards, for whatever reason, I don't know that it ever does, but if the game says draw 20 cards, and the very first card you turn over, you get the result that you're looking for, you draw the additional 19 cards. If it says draw 20 cards, you draw 20 cards. So number 20, number 20, number 20. We're looking for number 20, number 20, number 20 is going on top of our deck. Okay. The LMG is now spotted, which means that we remove the unspotted marker and 1-1 opens fire. Okay, this unit was unspotted, but this squad saw the muzzle report of fire coming out at this open field right here. And he spotted it and he reported that. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go, we're going to take this, we're going to clone it. So I could go up here and I could go to marker pieces. I could go over to VOF markers. There's the PDF marker right there. But I can also just right click on it and clone it. So we're going to flip this one 180 degrees, and then we're going to flip it again clockwise and clockwise. So now this squad is firing across at this into this area. So actually we're going to put down 2 VOF markers. We're going to put down a VOF marker for small arms here and small arms over here. Now, what that is going to do is that is going to change our contact level. All right? Because now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 VOF markers. Let's see, combat actions. I'm gonna have to look and see. But this, the contact level will change. I forget which one it is. Enemy contact. There it is. Activity levels. Here we go. So basically, the game says, the rules say, whenever there is a change of VOF markers or PDF markers on the battlefield, um, the contact activity, current activity changes. And the current activity is important because that will determine how many cards we're going to draw now for this unit who is going to expose this card or this potential contact. So that's why that's important. So right now, we were under engaged. 2 or more friendly occupied or enemy occupied cards are under VOF markers. So we had this one under VOF. We had this one under VOF. Heavily engaged, and at least one of the cards has both enemy and friendly units on it. Oh, so it doesn't change. 2 or more, which we had, but engaged, at least one of the cards has an enemy and a friendly unit on it. Okay, so that's not going to change anything. But it's a good idea to check, especially like you're me. You're just learning the rules. Let's go. What time is it? 12 o'clock. Okay. I'm probably going to take a break here, get some more coffee, take a drink of water. I really hope that this comes through. I hope it comes through. I hope it comes through where we can read stuff over here. I really do. Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back to the 1920 by 1080p, and I'm just going to have to, like, if I do that, what I'll have to do is I'll have to probably keep the sequence of play closed. I might have to keep this closed because it's gonna. If I do that, it's gonna scrunch the screen down to like this. So we'll see. We'll see how this comes out today, and then I might have to adjust it for the next time I stream this. Let's see if we can get through this. I'm just gonna try to get through this combat thing here, and then we did do the spotting attempt. Okay, so we did, and then I'm gonna take a break. The LMG is now spotted, which means that we remove the unspotted marker, and the first squad of first platoon opens fire. I'm not sure how you say that, like in military terms, the 1-1, the 1 of 1. I don't know. But what that means is first squad, first platoon. A PDF marker from 1-1 squad's card is placed pointing right, and a small arms VOF marker is placed on the orchard with the German LMG. The pinned fire team in column 3 open fields also has line of sight, so they open fire too. Right, I forgot about that. Fire from pinned units isn't all that effective, but is useful as crossfire. A crossfire marker is placed on the orchard also. So what we're going to do now is, so that's something you have to remember, and really it's a step by step, one step at a time. Next step, next step. So you get excited. Oh, I found it. I spotted it. So now what we have to do is we have to flip this over, because now Not only is the machine gun putting fire down on the open fields are going to open fire into the orchard. So we're going to flip this one. So now we have fire going both ways. And then what we need to do is we need to put a VOF marker on here, but it's going to be all pinned because all the units in here are pinned. Oh, maybe do I do that over here? I'm not sure. Didn't say. We'll figure it out when we get to the combat phase. So we did this. So now are we done with this now? So this team is I forget what the S is for the type of fire. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Maybe if I go back over here, it'll tell me. Oh, crossfire. That's what we want to do. You want to put a crossfire marker on there. So we'll put a crossfire marker up here. All right, so we went through that. Due to the active incoming marker, there is no line of sight from our LMG team to the German LMG team right now, right? So no PDF is placed from column 2 just yet. So now it looks like this. I put one down here because technically there is there is fire coming through. Now that might be though with automatic fire. Let's take it off here so it won't be confusing. Oh, small arms. That's what S stands for, small arms. So we're going to take the small arms off here because only the best VOF counts. And right now the highest VOF is -1. Highest meaning lowest VOF is -1. Oh, they did leave the small arms fire up here. Okay, they just had it up here. Okay, so primary direction of fire this way. We got this here. These guys are pinned. These guys are all exposed. These guys are all pinned. This one doesn't have the all pinned VOF on it though. Oh, I know why. Because the all pinned VOF benefits the defender. So, and the automatic weapons fire benefits the attacker. So that's what that is. You always want to have the lowest VOF is what's used when you're checking the net combat modifier. That's the end of the friendly command phase. We used a couple of new actions from the actions menu. This time, attempt to infiltrate an adjacent card. Attempts to move an unit adjacent card without being marked exposed. We did that successfully. We moved a platoon to an adjacent card. We did that. And we did the attempt to spot. Carry on with the remaining steps of the sequence of play to finish the turn and try to complete the mission in a few more turns yourself. Knock out the LMG and resolve the final potential contact marker. Remember that if a unit moves onto the same card as the LMG, the activity level may raise to heavily engaged. Ew. What I'd like to do is this. I'd like to go into the next step of this to kind of reinforce everything that's happening up till now, rather than playing through the end of this one. So I think I'm going to do that. Well, let's resolve the end of the turn as far as I know it. All right. So up here, we have the enemy activity phase. There's no higher HQ event segment. The enemy activity check segment. Enemies firing at cards without valid targets. Shift or ceasefire. Check every enemy unit on the map for activity. So let me see if I go back here to find out the last one that we did. Turn 2. Do 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 do. Let me go back up here. What page were we on down here? We were on page 33. Okay. So let's scroll back up here. So I think we still do this. I think. We don't use the enemy LAT pinned active hierarchy. Each card. I think I'm trying to figure out what trying to remember how we check. Should probably I should probably go take a break and get some coffee. So enemy activity check segment, which is where we're at right now. Okay, on each card, check units based on their status on the activity check hierarchy tables. Okay, so this card is on same card as an opposing unit. Nope, on same card as opposing unit. No. No VOF on the unit. Oh, there is. There's a small arms. Automatic fire. What's this? Grenade or heavy VOF unit with an out of ammo marker. No. Under fire, but not under cover. It's under cover. It's still got that foxhole. Under fire from a different direction to its own PDF. This is its PDF. It's also under fire from here. So I think this is the first one that we use. And I think, let me do a search, but I think Platoon Assault Course 3. I think they're under Hasty. Well, let's see, what page are we on? 26. I think it said they were Hasty. Yep, they're using Hasty. Okay. So on same card as opposing unit and not under cover. Same card as opposing unit undercover. Automatic grenade or heavy volume VOF unit with an out of ammo marker. Nope. Not under fire. Not under fire. Under fire, but not under cover. Under fire from a different direction to its own PDF. So this is the one we're going to use. Under fire from a different direction to its own PDF. So we're going to draw a random number here on the four line of the random number generator. So we're going to draw this. It is a 3. So a 3 result is a shift PDF to direction of incoming fire. Oh wait, under hasty it was 5. So 5 is 4. So on a 3 or a 4 under hasty, 3 or 4 out of 5, shift PDF to direction of incoming fire. So this is what we do. We come over here, we clone this, we drag this over here, we flip this to its single side, we rotate it clockwise and then clockwise. So now these two are firing at each other. And then this one is only firing this way. So this fire is coming in this way from the pinned units here. The machine gun has switched its fire this way towards the unit in the orchard. And then this unit is still firing at this one here. Well, I guess we could do this, right? How about if we do this? We just flip it over this way. Delete that one. Okay. I think that's what we do. Okay, that's what it does. Did that down here in the enemy activity check segment. Capture, no. Retreat, no. Combat and vehicle movement, no. Fire mission update segment, no. Okay, now we have to, it says we remove existing incoming and airstrike markers. So, okay. Let me refer to the rules on this one. There's only 31 references, so hopefully we can find. Yeah, it says to remove the incoming marker. So maybe it was just like a one-time activity thing. Phone lines being cut. Line of sight is reciprocal. Every card unit seen goes from. Okay, that one. Okay, incoming. We did that. Smoke incoming. Opening fire. Not engaging fire becomes engaged. Target. Smoke or incoming markers are removed. Basic combat principles. A non-engaged unit opens fire with its basic view. Spot an eligible target. This is automatic and mandatory. This may happen whenever changes occur on the map. For example, smoke or incoming markers are removed. So when we do remove that incoming marker, it is going to I think that was like a one-time. That's a one-time mortar barrage. And I think, yeah, we just take that off. So that means now that this heavy. Is this a heavy machine gun or a light machine gun? I think it's supposed to be a light machine gun. I'm not trying to work the game. Oh, I'm in the wrong book. I'm in the wrong rules. I'm in the wrong thing. So we did hasty fence. We did the right thing on that one. There's no page 55 in this document. I thought there was a 55. Let's see what I have a light machine gun, not a heavy machine gun. How do I get a heavy machine gun out here? I'm glad I haven't fired yet. Man. Okay, let's go back up here to campaigns. Let's go to Normandy. Let's come over here and grab a light machine gun, shall we? Yeah. I don't get a heavy machine gun. We get a light machine gun. Doesn't matter if it's 2-1. Doesn't matter. It's the only light machine gun we have. So now this light machine gun, since this the incoming marker that was blocking line of sight is gone. So basically that means the smoke is lifted. They can see this now revealed German light machine gun in this foxhole. They can see it. And so now they open fire. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to clone this one. We're going to lay this one down over here. And we're going to turn it clockwise like that. So now you got fire. Oh, man. These guys are in a world of hurt. So now, though, we have this on here. So now this small arms can leave. I'll leave it on there for now. But now we have the automatic weapons from here coming through here. Now, what did it say? It just said complete the turn, right? So now we're down to. So I think the incoming marker, like I said, I think it means it was like off-board artillery. It's not like, now it may turn out that I don't think there's a package because on-board mortars cannot fire from the woods. So there wouldn't be like there wouldn't be a mortar in this woods because they can't fire from there. So it wouldn't be an onboard mortar firing down here. It would have been offboard, and I think that's like one fire mission, and then the incoming goes away. I think that's what that is. Pending markers to their active sides. Now we're going to go to potential contact evaluation segment. So now we have to resolve the potential contact for this down here. This is a B. Squad's in here. I'm going to go enemy contact. We are still in engaged. We're still in engaged. Because even though we have VOF markers out here, they're still just engaged. So this is a B. A B under engaged is we draw 3 cards. We're looking for the word contact on the card. We're just going to do that. So we're looking for the word contact under engaged here. So we're looking for contact, rally, contact. And we have to draw the last card. So we have contact. So now we go back up here to the German package thing. We're going to find out what kind of package the Germans sent us. And the way we do that is we're on the potential combat contact B counter. And so we're going to draw a card, and we're looking for the number that's under the number 5. And we have to reshuffle, but now from what I understand what reshuffling is that you don't reshuffle until you've drawn the number of cards that are required to resolve whatever your current thing is. And once you've done that, then you reshuffle. So under the number 5 is a 3. 3 is a light machine gun with no cover. Is it spotted? Yes. And it's on our card. Great. Okie dokie. We're going up here to pieces. We're going to Germans. We're going to machine guns and support. What's this one? Is this the 1? Yeah, so we're going to grab the number 2 light machine gun. And it's right down here on this card. Is it spotted? Yes. It's on the triggering card. So now, on the triggering card is the card that triggered this. So this goes away. So basically these guys just stumbled into a orchard, and in the corner of the orchard, the Germans have a light machine gun. I wonder if these guys come out exposed. You would think, right? Volume of fire. Does this get a volume of fire card? Let's see what happens, because I've never done this before. What happens on let's see what happens when triggering. See if we can do triggering. Triggering. There's only 12 instances of triggering, so. Booby traps. Direction of fire. Direction of contact in urban combat depends on location of the triggering unit on the card. Excuse me. Location of enemy contact. A unit that places a primary direction of fire must be placed in a position where it is able to open fire on the unit which triggered the contact. What's up, everybody in chat? Greetings. I gotta start putting this in. I just don't know how to find it in the rules here. Okay, potential contact markers. Resolving. Type of enemy contact. Spotted. Placement. So I think maybe I got to do this. I got to go back here. On triggering card. Respect the counter mix. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Prepare the following enemy units and markers. There's only one German light machine gun team. So I can't put another one out there because there's only one in the counter mix. Respect the counter mix. Redraw if there are not enough counters to place the package. Okay. So that's the first thing. So this is going to go away because we only have one machine gun team and it's still on the board. So it says draw again, but I've got to reshuffle. So it's under 5 and it's 1. I think we got another mortar. Yep. Another. How many do they have though? They only have one incoming. We've already used it. So we can't use that one. Okay. Basically what we need is probably just to bring out a grenadier squad. Respect the counter mix. Redraw if there are not enough counters to place the package. Well, we've already used the one incoming mortar fire. We've already have the German LMG team on the map. Don't place a new enemy package on a card which already has enemy units. Enemy units placed on the map must be able to open fire. Redraw if rules 2 and 3 mean it's not possible to place the package. Yeah, so I guess I have to keep redrawing until I get a 1. Because these can't do the machine gun, can't do the mortar. I've got to draw 4 to get package 4. Well, let's see what happens. And that's going to be out of 5, right? Yep. Let's see. 2. Let's just put it down. 5. 2. 5. 3. Boy, the game sure does want me to get a light machine gun, doesn't it? You're going to get a light machine gun whether you like it or not, mister. I'm just going to put the squad down. I can't put down the light machine gun. I can't, if I draw a if I draw for a 2, 3, or 5 package, I can't put that down because that is already out on the board, and that says down here, it says respect the counter mix. And I can't put down the VOF because we've already used that. The VOF was over here, and I just took it off because so there is only one apparently there is only one off-board mortar mission or artillery mission, and that's already been used. So we're just going to put a squad in foxholes. Are they spotted? No. Random card in row 3. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. They're in the woods. They're in row 3. They're in foxholes. OMG. So 1, 2, 3. Under the number 3 is the number 3. They're way over here. So we got a squad over here backing up the machine gun. So it's in foxholes. Are they spotted? Nope. They are unspotted. And they are who is this? A German Grenadier Squad. 3 steps, rated S. Okay. So this is 3 steps. Oh, let's go over here. This is 3 steps. That's what those 3 yellow pips are. And the S means that it's small arms. And that's what the rules say over here. A squad in foxholes. It says over here, German Grenadier Squad, 3 steps, rated S, small arms. It's in a foxhole. It's not spotted. And we did the random card. Okay, so we're done there. Now, is there any fire? Can it see anywhere? Small arms, I think, can see through here, right? I think you can see through here. Okay. Small arms can see into the adjacent hex. They can see what out? 2 cards? Let's look for small arms up here. I want to go back up here. I think I'll go back to the beginning of the document. Small arms, page 51. Let's come down here to page 51. Here's what machine guns, tripod mounted machine guns. Okay, so let's go to the next small arms. Only a bunch of them. Small arms range. Weapon range. Weapon range. Range. Ranges. It's only 4. Okay. This range is what? L. Oh, long. Yeah. I don't know why I was looking at the small arms. This is the range over here, long. So yeah, these can see each other. So we need to put down a VOF let's clone this one. Drag this one up here. This one's going to go counterclockwise, so these can see each other through this field. So this is going to get a small arms on it. Clone this one. It's got a VOF on it. And then this one, we're going to clone this one again. It's got a VOF on it. So what I need to do is I need to get this. I can move, next turn I could move out of the line of sight, but then that would be moving into this one right here. So actually, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we move this one over here because the machine gun moved its target to the orchard over here. So these guys are no longer under the that VOF. But these guys are under the VOF of small arms fire. They are also exposed in open fields. Not good. Okay, let's see. Draw the number of action cards that indicate potential card based on the piece of marker and current activity level. We did that, right? Yeah, we found contact. Place any applicable VFC, moving on to the next PC marker. Pin recovery. Remove pin markers from any vehicle or infantry units that are not under a VOF. These guys are not under a VOF. Nice. Alt Control P. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, it's not going to let me highlight all those. Unpin. Control Shift P. Okay, Control Shift P. Control Shift P. Didn't work. These guys are not under a volume of fire. So that comes off there. Exposed, exposed. These guys are not under, they're not pinned anymore. I think this would also get, no, this doesn't. I think this would also get a automatic weapons in here. Combat effects segment. Do not adjust VOF or PDF until 3.8. Check for changes in status of small and large fires. Nope. Each infantry unit on the card with a VOF marker resolve any flamethrower attacks. Determine the net combat modifier. I am going to take a break before we do this. Since I took all that time, I took like 40 minutes trying to figure out some of this stuff here. Once you learn it, though, I mean, I've seen people play it, and once you learn it, you get the basic rules down, you get the flow of the game. It's not that hard. It's like they say in the rules, 10% of the rules, you're going to use 90% of the time. The other 90% are for situations like this where you're like, okay, I got all these counters on here. Now, like with combat, they say best thing to do is go left to right, top to bottom. So the first combat we're going to resolve is this one, and then this one, then this one, then this one, and it'll be resolved. But I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go get some more coffee, and I will be back. I'll be back shortly. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in a little bit. Thank you. Alrighty, I'm back. Thanks for letting me take a break. Just going to check my audio here. All right, audio sounds good. Let's go back into the game and get these combats resolved. We're still actually only under engaged over here. Well, you know what? This is partially covered up. I'm sorry for that. I apologize for that. This is partially covered up here. It's not a good spot. Oh, I can put it over here. Cool. So yeah, now we were inventory, resolve any flamethrower, determine the NCM. Okay, the NCM over here for this woods is going to be, it's in a foxhole. Oh, can't fire on it. It's unspotted. We have to spot it first. So this is not here either. We're going to delete that. We're going to switch this to fire's only going one way. It's going down here because we have not spotted that yet. It's unspotted. So there's no combat resolution for this in this hex. Here in the orchard, we have a -1, -2, that's -3, and a +1. So that's going to be a -2 for fire going this way. So again, we're going left to right, top to bottom. So so there's no crossfire or anything going through here. So we're going to draw a card. We're going to draw a card. We're going to look in this column from -2 and see what happens. It is a hit. So now we have to find out what the result of the hit is. It is going to be a casualty. This is not going to go good. We are looking down here for results. Let's just look up casualty. Combat results. Go over here. We're going to go through. That's just saying here. All combat effects are considered to be occurring simultaneously. You must resolve the effects of combat on each unit on a card containing a VOF marker and do so for each unit individually. Since the result of one combat has no effect on any of the combat result, you can choose the order of resolution. You do not update VOF or PDF markers until all combat resolutions on the map have been resolved. So this is anti-tank, combat ground vehicles, anti-tank. So combat. Let's just go back up here again. There are several varieties of teams used in the game, representing anything from a couple of soldiers to a splinter of a squad due to combat results or a larger support team. So that's what we're doing here. Okay. Scroll, 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 scroll. Well, maybe I should look up casualty. Casualty. Spell much? Did they spell it right? I hope I did. Otherwise, I'm an idiot. No, I'm just saying. Remove from the map any unit replaced by a generic LAT counter, such as a unit without a named fire team side that becomes a fire team or assault team, or any unit whose final step is converted to a litter team, paralyzed team, or casualty. This squad could just be done. Effects of combat hits. Casualty. Where are we? Page 33. Combat effects. Okay, multi-step unit breaks down to separate LATs, which are limited action teams, I think. Place any items transported. Ammo can be put. When a unit becomes a casualty, it loses its ability to transport and drops any assets or casualties it's currently carrying. So what I'm trying to find is there's a list of what these things mean. I'll show you here. Basic combat principle. Okay. Okay, here we are. Using the hit effects area of an action card. Hit effects. Okay, the possible effects are casualty. One step of the unit has been eliminated. Place a casualty counter on the card, reduce the unit by 1 step. If this was the unit's last step, the original unit is removed from play and all assets and casualties. Now, it just says, so on the thing here, it says CC. So for a line unit. So I'm assuming that means the hit result for one of them is a casualty, which is right there. The hit result for the next one is a... Oh, wait. Let's undo that then. Can I undo that? If I can undo that, let's see. Can I delete it? Delete this. Put it back out here. Campaign. No, I don't want to do that one. I just want to do it. What am I looking for? I might not be able to do this with this. This was what number? This was the 1 of 1, right? Okay, let's come back here. Unit piece, 9 infantry. We're going to do the 1 of 1. Yeah, here we go. Okay. He was exposed. We're going to mark him exposed. Mark as exposed. So we had a -3, a +1, -2. We got the CC. I didn't know that was on there. So we're going to do hit results is going to be a CC. Oh, nice. So we have 2 casualties, and then this one is a pinned fire team. This unit basically got wiped out. Now this squad has got wiped out, all from this machine gun here. So now hopefully this machine gun can tear up this machine gun a little bit. All right. Did we resolve this one yet? No. We're just resolving the ones that have VOF on them. So we got 2 casualties. I think these casualties are just eliminated. So that's the result of that one. So now we're coming over here. We do have a fire team, but this has short range, and I think short range is just 1 card. So close range is on the same card. Oh, this is close range. Okay, that's what that C is, close range. So this fire team can only engage targets on the same, in the orchard. It can't even see across here. So we're going to flip this over to, oh no, we can't. Okay. So we don't change this until we resolve it. So this one's going to be resolved like this. We don't change anything. We don't take this off of there. We don't change anything. Okay. Okay. So what we have in this orchard is we have this German machine gun under this foxhole. So the foxhole is a +1. The natural cover is a +1, so that's a +2. It's got a -1 for automatic weapons fire coming from here. It's got a -1 for crossfire coming from here and here. Pretty sure that's what, even though this is close range now. So does this get changed? Scrolling. Yeah, so this goes away. This goes away. So this crossfire goes away also. There's no longer crossfire. Well, there should be crossfire because you don't remove. Okay, so technically, if I understand this correctly, and I'm trying to understand it, honestly, I am. So this is what happened. This card fired into here. This card fired into here. I think these were broken last turn, so they didn't fire. So I think I can remove this PDF from here because this is close range. It can only fire into the fields. It can't fire into the area, the next area. Even though it can see it, it can't fire there. So, but this machine gun, this squad that was in here, they're both firing on here at the same time, even at the same time that this is firing back here. So we're going to resolve it as a crossfire. So this is -1 for automatic weapons, -1 for the crossfire, +1 for the foxhole, +1 for the orchard. So we're at a 0. So we're going to draw a card at a 0, and it's probably going to be no effect. A 0 is a hit. We got a hit. Nice. I mean, look at every single one of these. Even a +3 was a hit. That's what happened to me over here with I had a -3 on this open field because of that volume of fire on the incoming mortar. I had like a -1 over here from the machine gun. The -1 wiped out my squad basically. The -3 over here just pinned a couple of guys. I mean, that's the randomness of combat. So we're on a 0. We got a hit. These are line. So let's see what happens to this guy. Combat result is L. I think just one step becomes a litter team. Yep, one step becomes a litter team. The whole thing becomes a litter team. Why? Because machine guns are only one step to begin with. So it's still in the foxhole, but it is no longer a machine gun. Good job, boys. Now, the fact that there's no longer a machine gun here doesn't do anything, doesn't change any of this over here, because combat is simultaneous. So what it will do at the end of this term, though, it will change this. This PDF marker is probably just going to be removed. Okay, so now this is the last one to be resolved. We got small arms fire coming from here. It's long range. Long range is 2 hexes or 2 areas. You can see right through this card down to this area down here, the open field. It's long range. Small arms fire gets a +0. They get no cover for the open fields. They are on a negative. They are on exposed. So this is going to be a -2. A -2 coming in here, and it's probably going to wipe everybody out. Watch. -2, pin. That's the best result we could get. Pin. Well, a miss would be better. But -2. Oh, I forgot. First, we have to we have to resolve all of these individually. We have to resolve all of these individually. So we're gonna line them up 1, 2, 3. We're gonna find out who's pinned. One of these is pinned. We're gonna look under the number 3. Reshuffle. I got to finish this action though. Number 3, this guy's pinned. The mortar team, or the bazooka team. Okay, the next one we're going to check. We're going to look under the number 2 and see what the next one is. We're going to check 2. We're going to check for the mortar forward observer. What is his result? His result is a -2, and he is hit. Great. Great. He's a single step. He's a single step. All right, so he's hit. He's hit, and the result, he's line. The result is A. He is no longer a mortar team. Now there's a rule in here about combat and about draw another card to reserve the results of the hit. Use the hit effects here. Level experience 1 or 2 letters. Following procedure applies. Check the column corresponding to the experience level the unit receives a hit. As a result, 2 letters. Apply the first letter to the first step and the second letter to the second step. If a unit has only one step, use only the first letter. When one or more steps of a multi-step unit convert to a fire team, consult the breakdown chart for that unit in your mission book to see which counters to use. Okay, so let's scroll all the way back up here. Okay, we look up how to break down multi-use. Okay, so I don't know if it has it up here. In the mission, Special rules, checking line of sight, weapons. Okay. Foxholes, map, objectives. Attacking enemy position. Oh no, I need to be in the next one. This is what? This is run 2. Go to run 3. I typed it in wrong. Okay. Preparing your economics available enemies, of course. Let's see. Let's see down here. Special rules. They're using hasty defense. The mortar FO has 2 fire missions of 81 to call. I didn't even use one of them. Let's see. Other weapons. First step-by-step example of play. It doesn't tell me, so I guess I just go to the regular rules, right? Now there is a rule that says if one step of the unit converts to a fire team with the following procedure. Okay, that's what happened over here. We got an A result. Oh, assault team. Did I do the right one? Let's rally unflip. Let's go back over here to hit result. A. Oh, A or F. Let's try to flip it. Nope. Fire team A. The result was A. So let's see. One step of the unit versus all team or possibly a fire team with the following procedure. If the hit unit has more than one step, check the breakdown chart. If the hit unit is a named fire team, there's no effect besides being pinned. That's the thing. Every hit unit becomes pinned. If the hit unit is a one-step unit with a named fire team on the reverse side, flip it to the fire team. If the hit unit is a one-step unit without a named fire team on the reverse side, let's replace it with a generic assault team as per the breakdown chart. The original unit is removed from play. So see, I think that's what happens. I think it gets replaced with a assault team, according to this. We do let's do unpin. Let's put it back to where it was. So it got an A result. Over here, hit result A or F. Well, it says no. It says you're supposed to convert it to, there's no, oh, it does have a fire team on the other side. Unflip, take off the unpin. What if we flip it out here? I guess we'll just leave it that. We'll just leave it at this because that's what it says to do. So it lost its mortar though, I'm pretty sure. We'll set this one off to the side here, but I think it lost its mortar. It's no longer maybe it can be reconstituted. In that case, we'll leave that here. Okay, so now the last one to be decided is the platoon HQ. It is under fire from up here. It is that we don't need to draw a card to see which one needs to, because both of these have been resolved. So what we need to do is just see what the result is. C, casualty. Okay, we got another dead guy. And I think I'm going to resolve this combat. And then that's going to be it. Because I mean, we did have a good result here. We did have a good result here with this. So basically, the machine gun is considered lost. When this happens, it became the combat result was L for litter team. So the machine gun is lost. But over here, we lost our platoon leader. So, I mean, that's pretty much game over. So on that turn, because of we had 3 casualties, including our platoon leader, because we're exposed, we're moving into very low cover areas, and that's what happens. That's what happens. So what we're going to do is, what was it, run 4? Or I think it was run 5, right? Run 4, run 4. So run 4, run 5. I started on turn 2. And then it was pretty much game over. Chapter 5, Company Assault Course. Yeah, I mean, you're moving through these areas and stuff. You got +1 cover. You're exposed -2. See, basically, probably, here's what happens. It's right over here. Where was that thing that I was looking at? I was looking for the movement actions. Movement actions. Attempt to infiltrate. Cost 1. I mean, look, we had 3 save commands over here. Cost 1 to infiltrate a card. You draw cards. What's the worst that can happen? Well, it costs 1. It costs 1. It costs 1 order to move a unit to an adjacent card. It costs 1 order to attempt to infiltrate. What's the worst case scenario if you fail to infiltrate? You get an exposed marker. So, I mean, if you're just moving, I mean, I don't necessarily see the downside of using infiltrate. Pretty much for every unit that you move. Unless you're doing it as unless you're using general initiative, which isn't, you're not, that general initiative, you're not being commanded by a leader. And this here, the originator has to be staff or HQ. It's like when he was telling his guys to move, when he was doing the platoon move up here, yeah, it cost him 2 to move it. But look at he had all these orders left over here. What he could have done is he could have said, look, I'm going to send you guys up here. I want you to do an infiltrate. You check for your infiltrate. It doesn't work. You're exposed. Okay, now you move up there. So instead of, he used 2 orders to move his platoon, which would have cost him 3 orders. And it would have cost 3 orders, attempt to infiltrate adjacent card. It's not on top of the move to adjacent card. It's just 1 order. So instead of saving 3 orders and getting his squad pretty much wiped out, he could have used 2 orders. He could have used, instead of using 2 orders to move the whole platoon, he could have used 3 orders and moved them more safely. So that's just me. That's just me. Anyways, what time is it? It's 20 after 1. All right. Got about 45 minutes. So that probably is going to give me enough time. I am going to go to, I think I did that correctly. I think I did that combat correctly. It's just, you get the cards drawn. Draw the cards, you do what they say, suffer the consequences. The company assault course builds on the lessons of the platoon assault course, but with more moving parts. The majority of the company is needed, but not all of it. This reinforces the fact that a reserve is usually held back from contact for use in bolstering the line or reacting to opportunities where required. In practice, subordinate units would rotate through in multiple runs, and the company staff would be involved in overseeing training and safety. The CAC has 3 main runs. The first, with the enemy position known. The second, where the enemy is placed via the potential contact system introduced in the PAC. And the final run, which introduces radios to give you practice dealing with real communications issues. You are encouraged to try each run a few times, moving on to the next level of complexity when you are ready. Run 1, assaulting a known position. So this starts on page what? 34? Okay. The following components are needed to start. The Normandy terrain deck. Locate 1 marsh, 2 gully draws. And it shows us how to build the map. Okay, so we're going to go over here. Let's see. Let's go up here and save this. I'm just going to come out here real quick. Save game as. Run 3. And turn 4. Game over. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit wider. So we're going to set up a new game. We're going to go into quit. Oh, did I just quit the whole? I think I just quit the whole application. Okay, well, come over here. File, new game. Select the background, plain gray. Finish. Yeah, we'll start a log file, sure. No. Doesn't look gray, it looks pink. Maybe it's just my monitor. We're gonna we gotta pull out get back in here. Normandy terrain deck. So what we do is we come up here to campaigns, we come to Normandy. We're going to zoom in over here like we did before. We got the Normandy terrain deck. So what we're going to do is we need 1 marsh, 2 gully draws, one with white borders on left and right, the other with white borders on top and bottom. Okay. So we're going to draw specific cards. We're going to draw a gully draw. Let's draw all the gully draws because we need specific ones. Okay, then we should be able to pull these off the top. Top and bottom, left and right. Okay, so this is what we need. We're adding these back in here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Woo! One marsh. Again, it would be nice if there was a way to three open fields to do a three open fields. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 2 orchard groves. Four woods. Need a 4 wood. One, two, three, four. Let's put these down here because I'm going to be putting the terrain. I'd be putting the terrain over here, so put these over here. Put these over here. Like so. For woods, 3 hills, and set the rest of the deck aside. 3 hills. All right. So we're going to set this over here for now. We're going to build the map. And build the map over here. This is where we decide how we're setting this up. Because we want it to be right next to our action card thing. So we want these to be a little bit further this way. So we can grab them all as we need them. So let's build, instead of building the rows across, we also need the staging control areas. We need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put these down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do let's see, these all have to go up. These have to go up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the map across the top first, because I want stuff to be up here. So we have hills on either side, woods, orchard, woods, woods. So we have a hill here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our other markers that we need up here. And hopefully we're not going to need too much space above here for other cards. Hill and woods, woods. So basically all, and I actually saw somebody playing this where they actually, they actually, the card had a just had a marker on it saying like +2, like it was second level or something, instead of having the hill underneath there. Okay, I'll be back in just a second. Nope. Hit the wrong buttons here. Mashing buttons. Full screen camera? What's happening over here? Okay. Oh. Okay. That was weird. That was really weird. I'm assuming you guys could hear me, but I switched from my Be Right Back screen, which is this one, to my full screen camera to say, hi, I'm back. Thanks for giving me a break. And it didn't switch. It said it switched on my Stream Deck, but it didn't switch looking over here at the camera and stuff at the OBS. Yeah, that was weird. So let's go back to VASSAL. There we go. We're setting up the map for this new mission. New training mission here. So we are doing Hill, Woods, Orchard Grove. And which Orchard Grove are we doing? Oh, the Gully Draw was the one that we need to be concerned about, right? Now it's interesting because in the in here it shows cards like really tightly packed together. I mean, I guess I could do that. And then you just lay your markers across them. Woods. You're right here. Bring this down a little bit. And then what's the other one? The Woods on the Hill. Let's see, this one, Woods. No. Woods, Orchard Grove, Woods. Okay, yeah, Woods, okay. That's good. Next row is Gully Draw with these two right here. Now this leaves more room up here, I guess, for the hill. There's another hill over here, right there. So you want to leave room for that, but it's right snug up against this one. And then we're going to do, on top of that, we're doing open fields. And then we're going to line up this one with the open fields. So let's put that one in. What goes next to that? Orchard Grove. Okay, the Orchard Grove goes snug up against there. The Gully Draw goes snug up against there. And the other side is the Gully Draw, the other Gully Draw. Gully Draw there. Next row is open fields, marsh, woods, open fields. I'm gonna pull these down here. Open fields. Marsh, woods. I mean, they are pretty snug up against here. And then another open fields here. So there's only 3 rows, okay. And then the staging areas come over here. Staging area here. And then here. Okay. So that is our map. So I left room up here in case we need to add any additional areas to the map. So now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then the staging area. Let's verify that. Okay, we got woods, orchard, woods, orchard grove, woods. Gully draw with the 2 on the side there. Orchard grove, open fields, gully draw with the 2 open areas on the top of the card and the bottom. Open fields, marsh, woods, open fields, and then the staging areas. Okay. So it says use any 4 cards from the remainder of the deck face down to be the 4 staging areas. But in the VASSAL module, he's just created cards that just say staging area on them. So you don't have to use any of the staging and control areas. You don't have to use any of the terrain markers to do that. So we're going to go into the action deck. Consists of 50 cards, 1 a reshuffle card, and 4 hint cards. Remove the hint cards, reshuffle the deck, including the reshuffle card, and place it to one side. So we're going to, so in order to do this, I think you have to do this and then reshuffle. Or I'm not sure if maybe every time you open this window, no, it can't be. It reshuffles. Maybe if I do this, drag all these over here, reshuffle into deck. Okay, it's just, I guess it's just randomized. New game is just randomized. You'll need the World War II and Korea command display and turn marker. And then we decided before that we're using the, we're putting the charts over here. We're going to try to put this down a little bit, make it a little bit easier to see. We're going to put this here. We're going to put the sequence of play out here like this. But we got to set up our, we need the turn marker. Got the turn marker there. We need the first platoon, second platoon, company HQ command markers, and several exposed markers. Place the command markers and turn marker on the command display. The HQ command markers start with their activation completed side face up. We got all that right here. We probably get rid of these, right? Just not so they're not confusing us. Finally, locate the following U.S. units. The company headquarters, that's going to be over here in the campaigns. Since we're using, this is first platoon. Looks like second platoon's right here. So it looks like we're only going to have first platoon, second platoon. We're going to have the company headquarters right here. We don't need the whole thing though. So click off that and just pick that one out. It didn't want to do that, so let me just pick that one out. We need the mortar section. I wish there was a way to just pick the one card. I think in VASSAL there is. I think there's a way to do it in VASSAL. We're going to bring these down here because we're going to be staging stuff in the staging area down here. Okay, you can do that. That's good. And then we need light machine gun, arty and mortar forward observers, and 2 of those bad boys. Let me bring these out here. So we need 1 machine gun. The second machine gun. We need 1 and 1. So each platoon gets a bazooka. Each platoon gets a light machine gun. There is a forward observer out here. I think I actually had to go into yeah, I actually had to go into to get the artillery observer. I had to go into or to get the mortar observer. I had to actually go into the I couldn't find him over here. It'd be nice if you could just grab these guys and just go like this, right click, and go restack. Restack. So unit pieces, we need to go to 9th Infantry, we need to go to Normandy, we need to go to leaders. We go to, no, observer spotters. Need to go to the mortar spotter. Okay. So the first platoon gets the 1 machine gun, the artillery spotter, and the 1 anti-tank gun. We need the following units for the enemy packages. So now, two trenches, 1 foxhole, 1 bunker, which is down here. We're going to do cover. Two trenches. Was it 1 foxhole? 1 bunker. So I'm going to put these guys over here. Not sure where they're going to go yet, but I can close this. 2 light machine gun teams, 2 squads. I'm going to go to pieces, Germans, machine guns. We're going to do the 1, 2. Then we're going to do core units. Three-step AS rated units. Does it show me down here? AS rated. So I got 2 of these. Oh, I got the light machine guns already. I got 5 GPFJ. So these are A and S rated. These are the Fallschirmjäger. Fallschirmjäger. These are paratroopers, I believe. So we got what, the 5 and the 6? Okay, so it looks like we got those. For the first run, set up the enemy on the map. The enemy will have a rifle squad in each trench, an LMG in the bunker, and another LMG in the foxholes. Place the trenches on row 3, one in column 2 and one in column 3. Let's see. So place the trenches on row 3, column 2, and column 3. Okay, so we're going to have trench. Okay, one in column 2. Oop, oh, one in column 2. One in column 3. And then these have the they have the rifle squads. Which are these guys, I believe. I'm not sure what the 8 means. The bunker will be placed in row 3. Draw action cards and check the random number table to determine the placement, column, and direction it is facing. The foxholes will be placed in row 2. Foxholes? Okay. Determine the column by drawing a random number between 1 and 4. So let's do the foxhole first. That's going to be in row 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a 1. So the foxholes are going down here. Bunker placement column. So we're drawing a 2. Drawing a 2. And a 2 is a 2. So we have 2 out of 2 is column 3. Column 3. So we got it. We drew a 2 of 2, so it's column 3. And then we have to draw the direction on 3. A draw of 3 is a 3. So the direction is below to the right. Well, that's kind of good for us. It could have been firing down this field right here, but it's not. It's firing counterclockwise. It's firing down at the gully draw. Foxholes placement column. Yeah, that's what I did, like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And it came up 1. Okay. So now these guys, LMG in the bunker and an LMG in the foxholes. Okay, so an LMG. Well, I thought we... Did I miss something here? Oh, these squads. These squads go in the trenches. Fallschirmjäger. Then the light machine guns go in the bunkers. And the foxholes. Two light machine gun teams, 2 squads. I think we got that done. I think it's right. Objectives: use dupe platoons to eliminate all enemies map 10 turns. There's no ammo restrictions, and all units start at lion experience. The enemy positions, while known, are not considered spotted. So are they unspotted, I guess? They're not considered spotted, so Mark is unspotted, right? Right? Now, see, I thought there was a... So for right now, this is the Chapter 5 Company Assault Course. So right now we're going to just save this. Save game as basic training. Company Assault Course 5. Setup. Setup's not complete yet. As soon as it is complete, I'll go ahead and save it again. So that way, I mean, if I totally mess up, I can always come back to it, because they said we're actually going to do this like 2 or 3 more times with different rules being included. So this is yeah, Chapter 5 Company Assault Course. I just put 5. Okay. So the enemy positions, while known, are not considered spotted. So I don't know why they just don't include after that, mark all enemy positions as unspotted, because that's what you would do, I guess. There are unlimited fire missions available if you can keep your mortar fire forward observer alive instead of having him break down into a fire team. The mortar forward observer and the RD forward observer each draw 2 cards to make an attempt to call for fire from either 81mm mortars or 105mm mortars. The COHQ may attempt a call for fire from either the mortars or the artillery, but with only 1 draw. Battalion fire missions are not available. So, in essence, we have 3 spotters. But the company headquarters only has 1 draw. They attempt it. Communications for this first run assume that the company headquarters, is always in communication with the platoon headquarters and with the mortar section. The enemy is using deliberate defense tactics. In the enemy activity phase, enemy units will ignore a remove unit, place PC marker, action result, and do no action instead. Since we are not using the potential contact system in this run, we will not track the activity level. Good. You see, I thought there was a row 3, column 2, and column 3. Trenches in row 3, 1 in column 2, 1 in column 3. The bunker will be placed in row 3. Draw action cards and check the random number to determine the placement column and direction it is facing. So, I don't know. I haven't done enough research on this. I thought that you wouldn't have more than one enemy unit in an area. But this says you place the trenches on row 3, one in column 2, one in column 3, which is what we did. Right? Row 3, column 2, column 3, row 3, column 2, column 3. And the bunker will be placed in row 3, but you draw action cards and check the random number to determine the placement column and direction it is facing. So, bunker placement column was column 2 or column 3. So it's going to go in row 3, column 2 or column 3 where we put one of the trenches. Okay. It's just going to have to probably going to have to close assault that, or just hit it really heavy with artillery. Yeah, the one saving grace with this was that this is facing this way. So it must have an arc. It must have a firing arc, right? So it probably can't see here, but it could see here, here, or here. And it can see from here. The hill would block line of sight to the woods. Okay. What's a way to mark this on the thing here? What the enemy is using? What kind of be nice if there was a way to mark on here what the enemy what tactics they're using or something. Deliberate defense. We're not using the potential contact system in this run. The mortar section is a powerful unit with various special rules. These are covered in detail in 7.3.2. For now, follow these rules. Like regular units, unless otherwise engaged, mortar sections open fire with their basic VOF, H, as soon as spotted enemy units are in line of sight. A mortar section cannot fire at all while exposed. Mortar sections cannot infiltrate. Okay. So they're always going to be exposed when they move. Mortar sections and smaller one-step mortar teams cannot fire from woods terrain. I knew that. Mortar sections can also be ordered to fire indirectly. Oh, see, that would be good. So you don't have to move, right? See what their range is and everything? I'll have to look at that. This example will step you through the first 2 turns to demonstrate the sequence of play, or you're going to lose. We're managing a whole company. Follow along and then continue from turn 3 or reset and try the CAC from the beginning. Practice until you are comfortable and then try run 2, which has a potential contact system, and then run 3, in which we equip the HQs with real radios. Um, 203. I already did this. We did for bunker placement. Having said the matter, we place enemy squads and trenches on row 3. Draw action cards to determine the position of the LMGs in the bunker and foxholes on rows 3 and 2. You draw a 1 for bunker placement and 3 for its direction. Oh, so I got to follow this. So the bunker is actually going to go over here. Need to make room. I drew a 2 for bunker placement. They drew a 1. So we're going to put the bunker so let's see what this looks like. Yeah, the bunker's going to come over on this one. I got the direction right. I got the direction right. Okay, trench here, trench here. Oh, this one, the foxhole's over here. On these open fields. Well, it might be easier to hit. Line of sight. Yikes. I only got one card that I can move on to. Right here. They got this thing all covered. All this is covered. All this is covered. So the bunker does not... I don't know. So the bunker only shoots in the direction it is aiming. That is pointed. So it doesn't have an arc. A firing arc. It looks like it only shoots in that direction. Okay. So it looks like we're going to have to come up here. Move into the woods. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Is that this, even though it's got long range, it's not going to fire. It can fire into this hex, but it's not going to fire through it. Because there could be friendly fire. I believe that's how it works. So let's see. We got this. Okay. So I'm just going to save this now, and we're going to go up here to save game as. We're going to save that. We're going to save that. We're going to do that. And then that's going to be it. I got to get going. I got to go pick up my daughter. She's getting off school here in a little while. And so I will do my outro. And then I might be on tonight. I kind of want to get this. I like the game. It's just I feel like I might have to play these things like over multiple times before I get real comfortable with it. But we'll see. So I'm going to do my regular outro. And then I got to go pick up my daughter from school. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let's see, where's my thing here? It's over here, isn't it? Yeah. Thanks for watching. I might be on tonight. We'll see. I want to check and see how this, how my stream gets encoded, and well, actually how it gets downscaled to Twitch. I had no dropped frames today. I've been streaming for like 3.5 hours. No dropped frames. So let's see how it gets encoded to Twitch. You know, hopefully it'll be in good quality and people will be able to read all the screens and everything, and it'll be good stuff. So, okay, I'm going to head out. Thanks for watching, everybody, wherever you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Put yourself in a position to be blessed, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.